Alright guys, in our previous tutorial we have introduced some basics of Java programming language. We also introduced how to convert or integer data type to a string. So in this tutorial we will show you how to convert a string data type to an integer data type, okay? But before then, let us try to review on some of the things we did in our previous tutorial. In our previous tutorial, we built a program about Flower Pack, and we have the basis requirement here. This program came from our Facebook group. Some of our members of our Facebook group brought this requirement, so we try to solve it here. You can see. If you are not part of our Facebook group, you can also join our Facebook group. It's called Collabora, and we also share some tutorials content within our Facebook group and some resources within our Facebook group also. And this is the name of our Facebook group. You can also subscribe to our channel as we bring you more content. For this tutorial, we will try to remove all of these code and we begin our tutorial. Alright. Now we are going to build a program that converts a string to an integer data type, okay? So to begin that, let's come here and we say string, and we say number as string data equals, let's say 2021. Sorry, it should be a string data type 2021. Here we go. And the next thing we say is 2021. The next thing we say our number as string data, and we try to call this. So you come here, you say number as string data. Here we go. That is the first step. So we try to pass our string data here, and we want to convert it to our integer data, right? So this is a number. Actually, 2021 here is a number, but within this format, it is a string data type. Within this format, once it is between this double quote, you should know that it's a string data type. Otherwise, if you see it is outside the double quote, like 2021 like this, then that is an integer data type. But for now, it's considered as a string data type, okay? Alright. The next thing we do is we say int, and we say number equal integer dot present int. So this functions is very important, and we will use it in most of our tutorials to come. These functions help us to convert our string data to our integer data type, right? So we say present int, and we say our number as a string data. So we call these functions now. Semicolon. Let's come here, we say number. Alright. Let's say number. So now we are trying to test the case here to add number plus 1. Let's say we say number plus equals 1. and we say number plus equals 1. Add integer to string data. All right. Alright, here we go. So you see, what we did here was we tried to convert our string data to our integer data, but outputting the statement for our integer data, it makes no difference. So what we did to test the conditions or the case was we tried to add 1 to our integer data, and we try to add 1 to our string data, and we try to add 1 to our integer data and see if both will be converted, right? So you know it's not possible to add an integer to a string. It cannot work. But because of these functions, we try to convert our string data here to our integer, so that will permit us to add 1 or any numbers to this string data, right? But if you want to add 1 to our integer data, is possible because they are both integer data, but you cannot add any numbers to our string data, so except you use these functions that permit you to do that. So let's try to run it first and see if we have it correct. Like I said, this 2021 is in our string data format because of the double quote. Let's see what we have. All right, here we go. Very good. You see, so everything works. This is the original data for our string data type. You see here, number as string data is being printed, right? And you have numbers here, which is the same thing as our integer data, right? Then we try to add. So here we say add integer to string data, right? So we add integer to our string data, and we also add our integer to our int data. You can see. So let's try to check it first. Let's try to check it. Yes. Okay. So like here we try to increment it plus 1, and the differences here is that with the integer data type you will see like it will convert, but with the string data type you see that it just add 1 against what you have already passed, right? So if we say we add 2 here, let's say 2, and we see if it can work. Let's add 2 to the string data. Very good. So you see, all right, and this is all for this tutorial. So we move to our next tutorial. This is just to show you how you can convert or integer data to a string data. We have also introduced this in our previous tutorial with more like syntax from the Java programming language. So you can click the playlist and see some of the previous tutorial we have introduced. Don't forget to subscribe as we bring you more content. Alright.